Hey folks, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Film Time for another dose of TLC's Dr. Pimple Popper. So today we'll be talking about how Dr. Pimple Popper might be dangerous during these times. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Number 1. Easy spread of the virus. One of the reasons why Dr. Pimple Popper can be considered a health hazard is how easy the virus can be spread through patients that may be untested or whose symptoms might have laid dormant. While the production team might have considered this and precautions considerably adhered to, there are other things the team might not have put into consideration that could put the entire production crew at risk, as a handful of these patients may not adhere to these precautions. Number 2. Exposing patients to more danger. Dr. Lee's clinic is in California, which means some patients might have to travel down to California to get to see the famed dermatologist, which could expose them to more danger. Traveling doesn't seem like the ideal thing to do during these times, and asking patients to make that sacrifice is not the right thing to do. And patients will also be violating state rules and regulations concerning traveling during the pandemic. Number 3. Basic needs may not be met. Due to precautionary rules and regulations set by the government to curtail the spread of the virus, patients might not be able to get all that is required of them to meet their basic needs, which can in turn dampen their health more. Some essential stores have been closed down as a precaution, and patients might be left stranded to fend for themselves, which is more dangerous to their health. Number 4. Anti-maskers. One of the major reasons why Dr. Pimple Popper is dangerous for patients right now is the fact that there could be some patients or even production crew members that are anti-maskers, which can be extremely dangerous, thus putting the health of everyone involved at the show in risk. While it is quite obvious that the production crew wouldn't let a patient that is an anti-masker on the show, it can be difficult to know whether a patient was once an anti-masker or not. Number 5. High cost. While the network is making effort to take into consideration isolating patients that have auditioned for the show to follow the rules of testing for COVID-19, the high cost associated with such a test might eventually be a big loss for the network. And it wouldn't be surprising should the network decide to cut back on the cost for testing, which could eventually put the lives of everyone at risk. Number 6. Contact with a COVID patient. Another considerable reason why Dr. Pimple Popper may be a hazard during these times is a factor of the unknown. The production crew and Dr. Pimple Popper may not be prepared for a sudden emergency of patients having contact with COVID patients, which is something that has become common in most productions that had to shut down these days. According to the famed dermatologist, a lot of her patients have come into the clinic with symptoms of COVID, which could lead to exposure to the virus. The doctor went as far as to admit that some of her patients had been in the clinic to complain to her of the pandemic stress, something that is becoming a constant occurrence. Number 7. It is dangerous even for Dr. Lee. As much as it is dangerous for Dr. Pimple Popper's patients to be featured on the show because of the pandemic, it is also dangerous for the famed dermatologist to be exposed to all of the risks that could cause a problem for her and her health and hinder her performance. And the good doctor having the virus or even showing symptoms of the virus is bound to put a hindrance on the production of the hit show. Number 8. Before the Pop. Before the Pop is a spin-off of the popular show, and the intention behind the production is to be able to limit as much contact between Dr. Pimple Popper and her patients. In other words, the network recognizes the health hazards that can be associated with the show should they continue filming and treating patients. It's becoming more obvious that pandemics might not be curtailed anytime soon. Number 9. Delay in getting vaccinated. Another reason why the show is a health hazard right now is the inability of some folks to get vaccinated before their appearance on the show. Getting vaccinated is one of the first steps in controlling the spread of the virus, but it doesn't mean it is as easy as is being projected. Also, some patients and sometimes production crew can refuse to wear masks now that they have been vaccinated, which can, in turn, increase the health hazards of the popular show, thus rendering it dangerous for anyone. And there you have it, guys. Reasons why Dr. Pimple Popper is a health hazard during these times. Did you enjoy the video? Which of these reasons did you find intriguing? Share your thoughts with Popaholics in the comments section below. If you've enjoyed the video, please do not hesitate to click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content just like this. You can also turn on the notification bell to get notifications on our future posts. We hope to see you again soon. Adios.